Hey guys, good morning. So there are so many people inside of here that are just getting either their color matches or just ordered their makeup. So once you order your makeup, you're going to receive an email where you're going to get a video where you're going to be able to go through this step by step. But for those folks that are just getting their color matches, I get that it can be a little overwhelming. You're going to have everything broken down for you. But let me just walk you through this really quick. Let's just do our makeup together. Okay, so my step one, and you're going to see this inside of the color match as well. I do take a damp perfector sponge. So this is dry. When it's dry, it's really tiny. I don't know if I have one that's dry in front of me, but what you want to do is fill this up with water and then rinse it out. Fill it up and rinse it out. So you want to do that like 4 or 5 times. I am going to spray this with the setting spray. This is my little trick. This is my favorite way to go ahead and make sure that I have just a great base before I head and like do my makeup. Just take it and pounce it all over. Keep in mind, I already have my skincare on. So I do that, and then basically what I do is I go bring the kids to school and come back down and then sit and do my makeup, okay? Or I just make sure that I put it on, let it sit, feed the dog, you know, whatever you need to do. Just let it sit for about 10 minutes on your face if you can before you put your makeup on. There are some mornings where I don't have that kind of luxury, and there are some mornings where I do. So it's not the end of the world. It's just better. Okay, so you're going to take the setting spray with the damp sponge and you're just going to pounce it all over your face just like this, okay? All right, step one. If you have an under eye concealer, you may have been matched with Frenchie or Mango. I'm going to use Mango today. These are the two most common. There are some other ones, but these are the two most common. You can take it and you can apply it with your finger and just let it warm up for a second, and then you can take any of your brushes and just go through and you can swirl it. I'm just applying it directly with a brush. I do come on the top of my eyelid as well. As you get older, the top of your eyelid does become a little bit translucent, so this will go ahead and help with that. And I just go back and forth and I swirl it. You can see it's very little. You can also go ahead and just take your finger and you can just go ahead and you can apply it like this. Top of your eyelid as well. And then you can go ahead and take any of your brushes and then you can just brush it out. So however you feel that you want to apply it is okay. So just because I use my finger doesn't mean you can't use your brush. Just because I'm using a brush doesn't mean that you can't. You may also have Aspen, which will help reduce any redness. This is very common if you have rosacea. This is also something I always have inside my palettes, especially if I am traveling, like anywhere I'm going to the beach. This will help any redness. And what you would do is you would just take your brush and go over any of the areas. Let me show you if I can grab like a smaller brush. This will help, especially if you have any acne, any redness like that. Rosacea, redness on your cheeks, around your nose. It's just a great base to have for concealing before you put on the rest of your makeup. So if you are concealing underneath your eyes, sunspots, any of that, sometimes you may want to put that layer on first, especially under your eyes, then set it before you continue. Okay, here we go. I love to do my contour first. I like to use this like a paint by number, and I like to eliminate the spots on my face so that way I can go ahead and only put as like little amount of makeup on as I possibly can. I am using the smudge brush, and basically what I'm doing is just applying the contour in these areas on my face where I want to add a little definition. Okay, so first step is your cheek. You want to give your cheek a little bit of a lift. So you want to go on the top of the cheekbone like a little bit higher than what feels normal. I do have these like, you know, chubbier cheeks. So I do kind of take it and I sort of do a little swoosh, like a Nike swoosh. You're going to go ahead and you want to define your forehead. So just throw some, it doesn't matter. Don't panic if they're two different, you know, heights. Don't panic if you do less on one side, more on another. For your nose, just come straight down. You're going to want to go where it feels just very close together and very awkward. I thought this area would be so weird and noticeable when I first did my contour, but it's not. Okay, and then there you go. I'm going to switch over. I'm going to do my brightest color. I'm going to use June today. And again, I'm just using that smudge brush. You want to go into the center of your face. This is your T-zone. So basically you're going to kind of do like this, like right here. Just kind of spread it right out. You want to go straight down your nose, back to your Cupid's bow, throw some on your chin. Okay. Now come into the inner eye. Sometimes I like to travel down the side of my nose, and then I like to go up like this. I use white peach a lot. I use June a lot. You can do your laugh lines. If you're over 40, 45, try your laugh lines. It's such a great little trick. If you want a little boost, just go ahead and throw a little bit underneath that contour. It's like having a push-up bra on, like always so fun, right? Okay, so you can throw your blush on if you'd like. I'm gonna do that today just to show you. I am eliminating that space on my cheek. I'm just using nude. And I'm just throwing that color on. Nude is like probably one of my favorite lip and cheek colors. It just looks so great. And then you have all these open spots. So I'm gonna come in with my main color, and I'm using Athens still. I haven't quite switched back to Sandy yet, but spending a whole bunch of time outside doing yard work and gardening and at baseball, I will quickly be upping this shade. But this is the beauty of it. It's not going to go bad sitting inside of this tin. Okay, and you see what I did. All I did is just fill in all the rest of the areas. And if you did put a concealer over your eye area, like I had that mango, just throw your main color. Now it looks weird like this. So take a minute if you can. Take a minute. Go feed the dog if you need to. I'm going to put on my lash serum really quick. This is just going to give it a chance to just dry. This is how I get my eyelashes, you guys. It's not necessarily your mascara, although I do have 3 favorites that I do on repeat. But if you want real lashes that will grow and you don't like falsies, I do not like falsies, try that. Okay, so we're just gonna let that sit again, and I'm gonna come in with the blend brush, and all I'm gonna do is just start blending in my neck. I'm using Bella. And I'll just kind of let this blend in. And again, if you don't have time to let this sit for a second, you don't need to. Like, you don't need to worry about it. You can just blend. Plenty of times I just apply it and I blend and I go. All right, we're gonna use the 3D brush. I want you to notice I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna clean it off. I think that was like one of the things when I first started watching all these videos, gosh, it's over 3.5 years ago now that I've been using this makeup. I was like, what is she doing? Like, she has to be photoshopping. There's no way. And that's why I come on, and that's why I show these unedited lives every so often. If you're inside the beauty bar on Facebook, that's where the VIP is. That's where all the action is inside this VIP page on Facebook. It's just us ladies. I'm sorry, boys, you're not allowed. Not that a lot of you are sitting here watching me do my makeup anyway, but you're not allowed in there. And that is basically where we are kind of doing the nitty gritty like this. And we'll come in with tips and tricks, but then I will come on just like this and we'll be chatting, whether we're chatting about, you know, girly stuff or fitness stuff or makeup tips and tricks. It's actually just such a great little safe space. So that's on Facebook. So let me know if you want that link. Okay, when you do this section, you want to just go up. You want that lift, right? So you're going to notice I'm kind of like stippling and like blending and going up at the same time. So again, this is the beauty of watching it live. It doesn't always blend like perfect and you have to go back. You can overblend and you can always add more. It's buildable, which is really, really nice. But you can see everything just kind of goes really, really smooth. Don't forget, you can also come back with your perfector sponge and hit up any of those edges. And then this will also set your makeup so it lasts all day long. So my lifestyle is crazy. I have a crazy schedule. If you don't know, if you don't follow along my stories or in my page, my boys are in baseball, so we're in baseball season. We do a sport all 3 years, or all three years. We do a sport all 3 seasons straight through. It's like year round. And then we're juggling 3 baseball teams right now. So Saturday we were outside on the fields, literally all day, literally all day. And my makeup looked exactly the same when I came home at the end of the night. To me, that's a win. You can just hold up to a whole day at work. And then I came home, and then I went to line dancing last night. There was 0 touch-ups. I came home. It still looked the same. And to me, like, that's what I want inside of my life. If you are going through hot flashes, any ladies, if you know what I'm talking about, this is going to be your best friend, because those are not fun at our age. So you will be totally fine at work if you go through a hot flash. Actually, somehow the makeup just starts to look better. You can see I do my nose. I'm just dragging it down. And then we're going to go ahead and do over here. So quick and easy, you guys. The makeup can be super, super fast. I can do this within 3 minutes. So like I said, you do not need to sit and let it blend. But you're going to see it just comes out like super natural. Just set this side really quick. We're going to go ahead and grab that big fluffy brush again. This is the blush brush. And we're just going to put a little bit of the bronzer. You see my nose is a little red, but that's because I'm still sick. You can probably still hear it in my voice. So we're getting better. I sound better than I did the other day. But add a little bit of Bella bronzer. This is going to just light up your face. A little bit of a sun kiss. Give yourself a little bit of love. Take a little bit and just sort of whatever's left, throw it over. Go across your nose. Go across your chin. Here's a little secret area. Come right up like this. And then we already did our neck while we were waiting, but you can always come back. And that's it. If you want to put a little bit more blush on, don't be afraid. Use the other side of that blush brush. I'm going to go back into nude. One little thing. I am more of a blush gal, so I like to come back and just sort of like darken that up, you know. I like to put it on when I do the cheetah hack and I blend, but I love to come back and do that. Okay, so really, really quick. And then I'm going to show you the final step of my secret sauce is this illuminator. And you need it. Do you need it? I'll never talk you into anything. You guys know, you ladies know when you come and we're chatting on the back end, but I'm going to tell you, if you don't get it, you're going to want it. So little key areas, just kind of hit up your Cupid's bow in the top part here. Throw a little bit underneath your brow. Take that blush brush and just go right over the top of your cheek. It's not going to give you this, you can catch just a little bit. So it's not going to be a whole lot of color. It's just going to kind of grab the light. It's the secret. It's the secret to that dewy look. We'll just do our brows really, really quick. This is just contour. I'm using the line brush. Keeping it super, super simple. I don't go crazy with my brows. I just keep that super duper simple. And then honestly, one of my final steps is I just use the Vanilla Dust setting powder and I just go ahead and set right underneath my eyes. This is the wash brush. Same brush I used for underneath my eye. I just happen to grab this one. This is the artist version, but it's the same brush. I go underneath my eye and I set it like that. I go on the top of my eyelid. If you're gonna do a little bit of eyeshadow, always do that first. Come right here, right on the top of your lip. This is your Cupid's bow area. Go around your nose, a little bit on your chin, and then you want a little bit extra lift. Drag it right underneath and go all the way down. Don't touch your cheek area. If you happen to, just come back with whatever is left. Like if you put a little bit too much on, that's a little trick too. And there you go, guys. You're done. You're done for the day. Reach out if you have any questions whatsoever. You guys know I am an open book. This is the beauty about this. When you go buy makeup at the store, you're stuck at home and then you don't know what to do. So the beauty of having the beauty bar and having me is I get to be your BFF. So just reach out anytime. You guys know I absolutely love this stuff and I love helping you. So I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you again for all of your love and support, and I'll be talking to you soon. Bye.